really knows what it is, and particularly because I put a big Labubu on it, people are more likely to steal the Labubu than the bag, to be honest. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. So I got a really interesting comment from Lady Harriet yesterday talking about how she finds it very hard to wear her designer bags on most occasions. You know, at work, she feels like it's not appropriate because people are might be judging her or something, and then there's other times where it might be not safe to wear her designer bag in the city, in London and particularly there's a high chance of theft, or even she might want to go to a bar but people are going to spill drinks everywhere, so she won't wear her designer bag then. So it seems like there's many obstacles when it comes to wearing designer bags, and I can kind of relate because I feel like I hardly ever wear my Birkin because I just feel like there's never the right time to wear it unless I'm just going to a shopping center that's very safe, or like an afternoon tea with my friend or something. I wanted to discuss bags today that I feel like appropriate for most occasions. Like, you can take it out in the rain, you can kind of wear it to work a bit more discreetly, you can bring it to the bar, no worries, those kinds of things. So first bag is I don't know if everyone is going to agree with me, so let me know if you don't agree as well, because yeah, obviously any contemporary bag I think is okay. A Coach bag, Kate Spade, they're not as pizzazzy, so any contemporary bag, any Uniqlo bag, that is fine. But I'm going to be talking about designer bags because you guys know, we're obsessed with designer bags. So we want a bag that we can wear in all purposes that is not too flashy. So first bag for me is the Bolide. I actually regret selling my Bolide 35 because I felt like that was a great dump bag and I wore that all the time. I wore it in the city. I felt safe. I wore it to work. No one really knew what it was. Unless they watched my channel, they know what it was. But yeah, I just feel like that was a good bag. But I sold it because I thought, it's a bit it's not my cutest bag. Of course, I'll keep the bubblegum pink one, and I'll keep the blue one because they're prettier. But I do baby these more because they're lighter colors, they're more delicate, and they are, to be honest, way cuter. So I found that because I sold that Bolide 35, I don't really have as many dump bags. I do have some dump bags. I still have some dump bags. My current dump bag is my Vespa bag. I've been wearing this quite a lot, and I found that I've been wearing it because it only cost me 800 Australian dollars, and it's already a bit worn. So yeah, guys, I feel like the Bolide 35 was a good dump bag. It is expensive, so you can sometimes find them for great deals. Yeah, it is an expensive bag, so if you can find a vintage one for really cheap, it might be worth it. But I think the silhouette of it and the style lends itself to be very versatile. So there's that. That could be a good work bag. Next, I would say is there's a lot of very discreet Hermes bags out there that you can get for pretty cheap. So a vintage Her bag, I think, is also a bag you could chuck around. It's Hermes, but a lot of people wouldn't know it, especially in the darker canvas. I found one on eBay for 490 USD, so pretty affordable. Also, the canvas lends itself to be okay with all weather situations, like the rain. It's a very durable bag, could be okay for work. Take it out to lunch, maybe you could put a twilly on it. I don't know, guys. I think it's a good throw around bag, this one, if you're into Hermes. And then what did I say before? I think Vespa bag is actually pretty good too, now that I mentioned it, because I have been wearing this all the time, public transport, to the shops, the city. I'm wearing it. No one really knows what it is, and particularly because I put a big Labubu on it, people are more likely to steal the Labubu than the bag, to be honest. So yeah, honestly, people are actually stealing Labubus from bags. I've heard one of my friends said that people have been cutting the Labubus off people's bags because they're resellable, which I'm just they're better off stealing my whole bag, but okay. But yeah, anyways, guys, I think Vespa is a really good bag for that purpose too, because it's also nobody really knows what that is unless you're in the luxury community, and if you're in the luxury community, you're not out there stealing people's bags, I hope. Next is pretty much all Givenchy bags. I think Givenchy is off a lot of people's radar, so I feel those old school Givenchy bags, the Pandora with the crinkly leather, or even the Givenchy Antigona, you can pick up for really good deals. At the Persefair, I'm actually a live sales host there at the moment, which is a really fun job. They are selling a few Givenchy Antigonas for $1,000 Australian. So the price point is pretty good, and I feel the Antigona, it's a very, I think it wouldn't be too flashy to wear to work. Honestly, even though it's Givenchy, it's not the same statement as wearing a Birkin or a Chanel bag, or even a Neverfull, because it's just so like a lot of people wouldn't know what that is. So yeah, and then I also feel like it would be okay with the rain. I think it would be okay at the bar too if you took like a mini one. I think they would be able to take a lot, that bag, because it's just, yeah, and then you could pick it up pre-loved for really good deals. And then the Pandora bag, like, yeah, I feel like that's another one that is pretty low-key, like it's not too recognizable. So yeah, pretty much like all Givenchy bags, and then even like all old Celine bags, I think are okay to wear out and about, like wherever, whenever. I don't think it necessarily, let me know guys if you live in London, because, you know, Lady Harriet said there's a high chance of theft. Would you feel comfortable wearing like an old Celine bag? Do you think that would be low-key enough? Because I know like the luggage bag and even the belt bag, they don't have a lot of logo on it, and maybe the Triomphe one, or like something that had a bit more logo on it, like the monogram, is a bit more recognizable. But I do feel like the belt and the luggage, it's kind of low key now, because it's kind of so dated that it's like kind of lost its impact. And actually, if you wore that even to work, I don't think it would be that showy, to be honest. But am I crazy to think that, guys? Like, I don't think it's that showy, that bag, compared to maybe how it used to be. Like, I think if you rocked up to work in a Vo Margot bag, even though that's like quite luxury, I actually think that would make more of a expensive impact than the luggage, because the luggage is like an old style. And even, especially if you bought like a beat up one pre-loved that you just pretended you had for many years, that would be less showy than if you bought like a new The Row bag, especially if people knew what it was. But I feel like most people wouldn't know what the Vo Margot is. But anyways, it depends what your job is. That being said, I do feel like the Ro 90s bag in leather is very low key, and this you could definitely take to a bar and be like very discreet, or out shopping. I think that this bag would be appropriate for like most occasions. You wouldn't have to like hide it away under your jacket in shame, like hiding your Chanel bag so you don't get mugged. I feel like nobody is gonna steal this bag. Like, it's very plain. So I also feel like this bag, a lot of bags from the Ro, maybe the Margot is too recognizable now, but all the other ones, pretty safe to wear. They're pretty under the radar, nondescript bags. And I think that's the whole appeal of the Ro, is that you don't have to hide yourself. Like, you can just be expensive, but it's like, if you know, you know. So yeah, I think the Margot is a bit over hyped, and it's a bit too recognizable now on social media. Although, yeah, I guess it depends, right? Because there's a lot of dupes as well out there. I kind of feel like a very worn out Louis Vuitton bag is also not that showy. Like a very old Neverfull or an old Speedy is not a very showy bag to have, and that could be something you could take on public transport in the rain to work, like something like that. Like, honestly, because Louis Vuitton, it's kind of at the point where if you had like a brand sparkly new Louis Vuitton bag and you brought it out to work, maybe people might, you know, maybe you'll get more noticed. But if it's a very beat up one, maybe not. But anyways, like this topic really made me think, like, what bags are actually appropriate for my lifestyle right now? Because I find a lot of the bags I have, some of them are very useful, like this one, and then my Vespa I wear a lot, but then some of them are so cute that I almost like don't want to ruin it. So yeah, anyway, that's kind of like how it goes sometimes when you collect bags. But let me know, what are the most versatile bags you have in your collection that you feel not afraid to use? I think it's good to have like predominantly most of those bags in your collection, but it really depends on like what you prioritize, I guess. So yes, anyways, thanks for listening to my blabby video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to my channel. You can join my membership below as well. I'm going to be having a little extra video for members every week. If you want to have access to that, you can join my membership. So yes, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!